This video will be particularly helpful for you if you are a highly sensitive person. Have you been feeling that you are sometimes too sensitive? Or maybe people told you that you were too sensitive? Do you get overwhelmed or sad quite easily and find that your mood is fluctuating quite fast? Do you sometimes find that the world is too fast and too loud? Are you pretty empathetic? Well, you may be a highly sensitive person, or HSP in short. And that's a term that's been coined by American psychologist Elaine Aron in 1996. And it is the case for about 15 to 20% of the population. Dr. Aron explains that HSPs display an increased emotional sensitivity, stronger reactivity to both internal and external stimuli, and also a complex inner life. So as HSPs, we tend to feel more disturbed by violence, by conflicts, and by feelings of overwhelm than other people. That's why we sometimes think that we are too sensitive or weak. But we are actually not. It is just a personality trait. We have a different way of processing stimuli and emotions than other people. And HSPs actually have lots of qualities, like higher levels of creativity or a greater appreciation for beauty. They also know how to make other people feel more comfortable because they actually can feel what they feel. And they also tend to have richer personal relationships because they go into more depth. And you can have a look at this video that I made about the strength of an HSP if you want to dive deeper into this topic. And when the world feels overwhelming, which is often the case for an HSP, then some healthy self-care habits can go a really long way. And that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. Healthy habit number 1 is healthy boundaries. As highly sensitive people, we tend to be overgivers and to have people-pleasing tendencies. That can make us feel quite drained and empty because our needs are not met, but we are meeting other people's needs. There can be a tendency to save other people as well. Notice if some of your relationships are out of balance. You may be very good at taking care of others, but are you also very good at taking care of yourself? And if not, that's definitely something that you can practice and work on. When a relationship is out of balance, practice saying no more often. And also practice doing things on your own terms, not only on other people's terms. So this is about not denying your needs, but having your needs met as well. It's going to help you become more assertive and self-affirming by not denying your needs. The second habit is to adapt your environment to your needs. As HSPs, overstimulation can make us feel drained, empty, tired, stressed, or anxious. So it's really important to have your environment actually being relaxing and soothing so that you can regenerate and properly rest. Overstimulation may come from the news or from aggressive and violent images that you've been confronted to. It may come from conflicts, from loud noises, from bright lights, from hectic environment. So here are some tips. When it gets dark outside, instead of putting the lights full on, maybe dim the lights. Or use some table lamps instead. I know that I love doing this. You can't see them here, but I've got a lot of different table lamps in the lounge so that you can have a dim and cozy atmosphere. Also, when you go to the bathroom before bed, try to keep the lights off in the bathroom. Bathroom lights can be very bright and quite aggressive, so maybe have another source of light, like in the corridor or another room. You're gonna find that it's going to help you feeling soothed and relaxed before going to bed. Smells are also very important. I personally love putting some incense or essential oils that I diffuse, or also nice smelling candles. Make sure that they are as natural as possible, but you can create some lovely, nice smelling atmospheres in your place, and that's going to feel really soothing for you as well. You may also find that listening to some relaxing and soothing music or some white noise is going to be very beneficial for you. And then avoid any clutter. So try to keep your living space as harmonious and tidy as possible. And maybe you're going to find that being minimalist in the way that you decorate is going to feel quite good for you. The third habit is to prioritize relaxation over distraction. And this is a really important distinction to make. Distractions can be actually overstimulating for you. So you may think that you are relaxing and resting, but actually you are being overstimulated by watching TV or binge watching a show or going on social media or scrolling on your phone. These are not properly resting and relaxing habits. Prioritize activities that are going to be really gentle on your nervous system. It may look like reading a good book or making yourself a cup of herbal tea and sipping it mindfully. Or maybe it's going to be journaling quietly with some nice background music and a candle. Or if that's your thing, maybe drawing or painting or, those very relaxing activities. And I love watching movies as well. I'm a filmmaker, so watching films is a big part of my life, but I try to balance it with really relaxing activities. The fourth habit is to not rush in the morning. If you need, get up 10 minutes earlier so that you have time to be intentional in the morning, to take your time and to not be on autopilot. You need time to process the start of the day. It's really important. Because we tend to feel overwhelmed quite easily, and we really want to avoid that in the morning because the morning sets the tone for the day, why not plan your outfit the evening before? So that you're not stressing about what you're going to be wearing, it's already all planned. Why not also set up the breakfast table before going to bed? So that things are as smooth and relaxing as possible in the morning for you. And if that speaks to you, you may take 5 to 10 minutes in the morning to do some visualization, like visualizing the day, how you want it to go, visualizing some of your goals, or maybe also meditating or doing some breathing exercises, or writing your intentions for the day. It's about being present, it's about being intentional, and it's about going a little bit slower than you would normally go. Habit number 5 is no nighttime rush. So similarly, you don't want to be rushing before going to sleep either, because in the morning and before going to sleep, your subconscious mind is the most responsive, it's the most suggestible. So those 2 moments of the day are times where you really want to be very nurturing and very intentional. For you to be relaxed enough, sleepy enough, and be able to actually get to sleep more easily, you want to avoid, for example, jumping from watching TV or being in front of a screen to going to bed, because you're going to be too stimulated there. So you need to plan some winding down time. It can look like reading a book a little bit, or again, making a herbal tea. That's a great time to do this, and to sip it while maybe thinking, reflecting on the day, or thinking about what's going to happen the next day and how you want it to be very intentional, or maybe just really emptying your mind and just letting it be a very mindful and present time. If you're feeling a little bit stressed or overwhelmed, it can be a great time to do some journaling as well and to let your thoughts out on paper so that they have less control over you. And a tip that's been so helpful for me has been to actually brush my teeth, clean my face, put on my pajamas about an hour or even more before going to bed. That way, when you actually start feeling sleepy, when you feel that sleep is calling you, you can go straight into bed. You don't have to go through this whole routine. So that's going to help you go with the flow and listen to your body and not miss your body's signals for sleep. Habit number 6 is nature time. For anyone, it is really important to connect to the elements in order to recharge and to ground yourself. But I feel that for HSPs, it's even more essential to our well-being. So spend time in nature. Maybe you're gonna love taking long walks in calm and quiet environments, and pausing to listen to the sounds of nature that surround you. Let these be moments of peace and quiet where you get to recharge your batteries, to recenter, and to surrender to the thoughts that are coming in your mind, to let them pop in and pass as you walk. Spending time in nature is great for recentering and for grounding, and that's something that we need to do really regularly as highly sensitive people. So those are some really healthy habits to implement when you are highly sensitive. I'm sure you're going to see that it makes a big difference in your life, in the way that you feel and in the ways that you show up as well. Because when you're well rested, when you're centered and grounded, when you're able to put some boundaries in place, you're going to be able to show up in a much more assertive, confident, joyful and present way. I have another self-care habits video for HSPs that I'm gonna link here in the description box. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if you think that you are an HSP or if you know that you are, and which habits are the most beneficial for you or which ones you are actually wanting to put in place from this video. My name is Laetitia. I'm a self-confidence coach specializing in the power of mindset, the subconscious mind, and energetics. And a lot of my clients are actually HSPs as well. We work together to help them get to the next level of confidence and success in their personal and professional life. I will see you in the next video, sending you lots of love. Bye.